Hi, this video is going to show you how to create a submission point using peer review FeedbackFruits. So go to your course, go to the content area and build content. Scroll down and find peer review. It will open up like any other Blackboard item. Give it a name. This is a hack that I've discovered is always enable yes, even if this is a formative piece of assessment. Then submit. Click into the submission point. You can edit and rename the link as you please. The launching of the LTI is Blackboard talking to FeedbackFruits. The first thing you'll notice is the chat that pops up in the left-hand side. That's available every time you're in FeedbackFruits. You can come over here to the instruction video or just get started. Now, you do get always a help center, a chat with support, and the video just to take you through what you're doing. And once you've used FeedbackFruits a couple of times, you'll have the use copy of existing. So give some instructions, and remembering you're going to come back and edit it. The next, or the first decision really, is what sort of assessment. Now, this is a peer review. The people are going to work individually and they're going to review individually. So I'm just going to leave it at that. If you want to look at the other options, get in contact with your LTC. Provide some instructions on how you want the students to hand them in. So I'm just going to start with the first deadline. So they need to hand it in on Sunday for their work for review. Now, they are required to only submit one resource, and it's going to be a document. But you can see there are a whole range of resources that students could, or you could ask students to submit and be reviewed. The choice is yours if you're going to allow late hand-in, and I'm going to leave it as the default of students' work is only viewable. If you want to explore the other options, feel free. The next step is giving feedback to others. So once the students have handed in the work, how do you want people to rate and give feedback? So they come in, you have a choice of creating something new or using something you have already done. Now, if it's a new criteria, you've got a rubric, a scale rating, which is a scale and a comment, and a comment criterion only. Now, I'm going to just use one that I did earlier and copy that over, and done. Now, the next date is the date that you've got the students giving feedback to reviewing the document that was submitted. If you get stuck, just read the instructions. So remembering I put it in on the 21st, so I'm just going to give them to the 23rd. Now, the next set of questions you're going to think about is, well, in this period, what do I want them to do? Do I want them to assess themselves first? Do I want the work to be anonymous? Do I want the reviewers to be anonymous? Remembering whatever choices you make, you need to be explicit with your students so that they know. Now, the next step is required reviews per student. Now, you can go up to 9, but probably 2 to 5, depending on the length of the document they're reviewing. Now, you can instantly assign viewers, reviews to be had. Many of you will be getting the students to do the reviews on their peers for another piece of assessment. So you may not want them to do the reflection within FeedbackFruits, but you can certainly turn it on. But you do, however, need to come in here and hold the feedback until the students have completed giving the feedback to the papers that they're looking at, because sometimes people can get upset by the feedback that they've received. Hopefully we have taught them how to give and receive feedback. So in this instance, we know that the last date is the 23rd. So for them to be able to use that feedback, we need to make it sometime after the 24th. Now, if it is going to be graded, then you would click on this plus sign, and that will allow us to add the grading module. You can see that at the moment they could get marks for the step handing in their work, but you can see in very pale grey, hand in step completed, completing the feedback, have they written, have they reviewed all the feedback. So you can give them marks for everything. and you can weight them accordingly. So you might decide that you're going to give them that kind of mark, should you so desire, and then simply save. Now, if you've got any questions, get in contact with your LTC or me, and have a great day. Thanks very much. Bye for now.